I hope everybody can see me here. We are back today. I am with Brian Hughes, and Brian is a singer-songwriter slash producer. Right now we are in his bedroom slash studio, and this is his granddaughter Brinley that wanted to be in the show today, or the interview. So everybody say hi out there in YouTube world and wherever else. And she's going to do some stuff for you guys later on, so stay tuned. This is going to be the best interview I've done so far. So, Brian, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about what your current project is, because I know you do solo stuff and you do the band stuff.
Yep, right now I'm still doing some solo acoustic work, also doing some acoustic duo work with Mike Baker from Rust, and I also play in the band Rust, and definitely very fortunate to have that opportunity.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's been great.
So what are some of your past bands that you really kind of enjoyed and had fun with?
Going from the most recent, Bad Dog, Frankenstein, Dr. Strangelove, Steel Sun, Nick of the Nice Guys, Rapid Fire is one of the earliest ones.
Nice. Frankenstein. Now, was that when Joe Wakefield played in the band?
Yes.
Was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
That was back then. I was just a young time in those days. So, now if you don't mind me asking, how old are you now, Brian?
I'm 50. I just turned 50.
Oh, so you and my wife are the same age?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Now it's obviously been a while. So when did you start first playing music?
I started playing piano and organ and taking lessons when I was 7. And then when I was 10, I started learning guitar from my cousin, and started playing out in the bars when I was 14. So I spent about
Wow.
36 years now playing the
Young.
drum scene.
Of course, back then, I think, what was the drinking age? The drinking age was even younger then, wasn't it?
I want to say it was probably 18 at that point in time, but one of my parents, usually both of them were there, had to be there so I could actually get in the bar and play. My dad would, haul the equipment in his truck and run sound, and my parents, right from day one, were super supportive.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference.
Yeah, the support is you got to have that there if you're going to do this, because some people just look at it and go, you want to play music? That's going to take up your time when you could be going to college or something like that. If this is what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
So
we used to have band practice in my mom and dad's living room, and mom had a bunch of crystal and different kind of nice items around it for a band practice. She'd go around, take it all down, pack it all up, so nothing would vibrate off or whatever. But yeah, I mean, my parents are just phenomenal people.
absolutely, the support has to be there.
Yeah.
So now this can be personal or a famous musician that you see on TV, but what were some of your influences to start playing?
Starting out, what really changed my life, I think, as far as music goes, was I was riding in a truck with my cousin Denise and her fiance Tim. I don't even know if they were married at the time. And they were talking. I don't even know where we were heading. Like I said, I was 10 years old. And we went out to this old house. I don't even remember where it was. It was where Tim had band practice. And we walked in, and there were drums and, guitar amps and just all kinds of gear around. And he plugged in his red Gibson SG and started playing. And that was it, man. I was hooked. And that's why I have a cherry red Gibson SG today.
Right there.
Behind me, just because of that. It just, all that stuff means something. I've had so many people. Everybody has influenced me in one way or the other. And I like all kinds of music. And that's what's so cool about my granddaughter. She's 1, and yes, you are. Yeah. And seeing her face and her expressions when she hears a tone, maybe from a keyboard or from a guitar or something, for the first time, is so cool, because she's so excited about it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Music is exciting.
Yeah.
Even when you're her age.
Absolutely.
So, you said you had taken some lessons. Have you ever given any lessons?
I did from time to time, but between the day job and everything else, it wasn't enough time. Mm-hmm. I love giving lessons. I hope someday that I can do it again.
Retirement.
Yeah.
Retirement money. Now, going back to when you were younger, what was the music scene like when you were growing up?
It seems like there were bands everywhere. There was a Holiday Inn circuit, I remember that, where bands would come in and play for like 4 or 5 nights in a row. There might be maybe from Tuesday through Saturday or Wednesday through Saturday or whatever. There was a lot going on, and obviously that slowed down over the years for several different reasons. But it seemed like everywhere you went were bands, and you could get a gig anywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's just, things have changed.
Yeah. For the good or better?
Just different.
Just different.
I think some things are better, some things are worse, but overall it's different. I think the important thing now is to adapt. It's for me, it's all about the people. It's the biggest compliment for me as a musician to have people come out and actually spend their Friday night or Saturday night listening to me sing, or in the band or solo, whatever it might be. It's all about the people, and I cannot express how much I appreciate that. And it was like becoming a member of Rust was I was really scared.
Yeah,
I was really nervous. I mean, there's some great players, and they're all wonderful guys. And but the people that came out to see the band welcomed me and were just so cool.
Accepting.
Yeah, it was just, it really made it.
Well, it's musically, I think you guys are the tightest, if not the best around. That's just my opinion. And honestly, Brian, from the bottom of my heart, I think they could not have chose a better man for the job. Because I know, unfortunately, Mark is moving out,
Right.
So, and this guy has got more talent in his finger than most people actually have in their whole head. So,
thank you.
But anyway, now you said you first started playing out when you were 14. How did the people react to you being so young?
Well, one of the first bands I was in was a round and square dance band, actually. I played bass. The bass was taller than I was. Well, still is taller than I am. But we played out, and it was a lot of, oh, look at him, he's so young, It was, I guess it didn't matter as much of whether I could play or not. It was like, oh, there's somebody out there playing, it was cool. But it was, everyone accepted it. It was a different time.
Yeah.
And even with the bars, my parents would have to be there. But after a while, they got to, they would trust me that I wasn't gonna, drink or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I could just kind of ride with the bass player. Because I still had,
Yeah. So that's the age you're looking for trouble.
Yeah. I started playing in a rock band at the same time when I was doing the country thing. And, I don't know if you know Dennis G.
Yeah.
Senior. Yeah, we played together. And so I used to always ride with him to the gigs, the rock gigs. And we played all over. Every time.
Music is fun. Remember that.
Yes, it is.
So, what were some of the artists you were listening to when you were, now and back then?
Back then, I listened to everything. My parents had these old albums, and there was some 60s music and 50s music. There's a lot of honky-tonk piano stuff, a lot of country. So it was just a mixture of everything, and I still love everything. Listen to all kinds of music, and even when I'm writing, is that not mixed writing? She likes to. Even when I'm writing, it's all over the place, because that's kind of the way I was brought up. I can listen to anything and enjoy it.
So what's one band or artist or crooner or whoever that sticks out to you today?
Today, I really did. Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
Amazing.
Me too.
And the more I watch, the more I listen, the more impressed that I am. That's just, it's true.
Yes, he's a very good musician. He can I've never seen him play the guitar. Can he play the guitar?
I think it was the Grammys when he did that Prince.
You did a cover?
Yeah, he was playing guitar then.
Oh, because I know he can play drums because I watched the whole Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
And we obviously all know he can sing. So, now, you write your own music. Where do you draw your inspiration from when writing?
It's really from things that have happened in the past, just experiences, and or a mood. Sometimes it's just a guitar riff or some keyboard thing that I came up with while I was noodling around, and I'll record that, so I don't forget it. Using my cell phone all the time.
Yeah,
to
me
record
too.
Things.
That's how I first started these.
And it kind of goes from there. But the first CD, I think that came out in 2009, and it was all based on experiences and things that had happened in my life over the years. And this next one, the writing for this project, is kind of drawn from the same thing.
Now, what was the name of that first record you put out?
It was called A Little Love, and there's 10 tracks on that. And there's everything that reminds me of, so maybe some country influence, some rock, obviously, even some like Dave Matthews type stuff. There's a lot of acoustic work on there too.
Yeah. So where can folks find your music? You said Reverb Nation earlier.
Yeah, right now I've got everything on Reverb Nation. If you go to reverbnation.com, just look up Brian Hughes. There are a few of us there, and just look for My Ugly Mug. Click on it, and I've got there's some covers on there, and then I think most of the originals are on there right now.
Cool. Yeah.
But I do intend on putting up another web page.
Now, do you have a page on Facebook as well, or just?
Yeah, I've got a page on Facebook, and then of course the song that checks out at Rust. It's Rust Rocks.
Rust Rocks. Yep. I always go see Rust. I always post links to Rust. So, now on to my next favorite question. What wanted you, besides the playing of music, or the fun of music, I should say, what made you want to start playing music?
I was excited about it. I wanted to be a part of it, whether it be performing or, the gear. I'm a gearhead.
Obviously, Marshall. No, he's not endorsed, but hey, Marshall, maybe it's a good idea.
I'm constantly looking for that tone that I'm happy with, and working with guys like Mike Baker, who's a phenomenal guitar player, phenomenal person overall, and he always gets just this perfect tone. So I'm always kind of chasing that.
You're trying to copycat. That's all right though. That's all right though. When something's good and you like it, I mean, it's like me, for instance. I've never really been happy with a snare drum sound, but I finally had one, and I sold that drum kit, so I no longer have that snare drum sound. So I've been trying to dial it in, but
half the fun of it is the journey, of getting there.
Absolutely.
Either whether it be tone or any part of the music.
Now, has there ever been any part of your lifetime musically that you considered to be your highest point? That was like the best memory you could possibly ever have?
I've been really fortunate. I've been able to play with some, really, great people, and there's highlights through the whole thing. I never really aspired to be a rock star or anything like that, but for me, I love performing, and like I said, the people that come out and give of their time, and they're working hard all week long, and they may have one night on the weekend where they have the time to go out or whatever, and for them to choose to come out and see me playing a solo acoustic or playing with a band, that's huge, man. Yeah, it's just huge, and that's what it's all about. So I don't know if there ever was like a certain time period or whatever, because it's just been, I've been blessed. I feel blessed, and I'm very thankful. I thank God. And, you know, for everything. It's just been
very good, very good. Now, when you go to perform in front of a big crowd, whether it be solo or the band, all these years you play music, do you ever get nervous?
Yeah, absolutely.
All the time?
Yes.
Any of that vomiting feeling?
No, I hadn't had that since the early 80s. The first show that I did was with Rapid Fire, and it was with Dennis G. and Mike Watkins, John Kearns, I think was in it. It was time to go on stage, and I was sick. I was dry heaving just outside, the building, and I told them, I was like, just tell me when, right before we're ready to go on, like right before the, JJ's ready to click the sticks, start the first song, I'll come in, because I was sick.
Yeah.
Just from nerves. And I remember getting up there and I started playing and sweating profusely, and then I was fine. It was
sometimes great. All it takes is that opening note,
yeah.
and all your fears and everything goes away. So.
I just, I practice a lot, and I don't want to let anybody down. I don't want to make mistakes. I want to do the best that I can all the time. It's important to me. Again, like I said, people coming out to listen and everything. I want to make sure that I, do the very best that I can.
Yeah.
So I get some butterflies before we start. I found obviously that the more I'm rehearsed and the more I'm comfortable with it, the less nervous I am. But it's a nervous excitement. I look forward to playing. Every gig, it's fun.
Music is fun, like I said. It's got to be fun. I think everybody. There's some guys, unfortunately, that are in it for the money, and if you're in it for the money, you're just in it for the wrong reason. Yeah. You got to. I always tell guys, you got to remember when you first seen that live video of a band, you didn't know that those guys got paid big bucks to do that. You just were influenced by them playing their instruments. Yeah. So. Speaking of instruments, Brian has many musical instruments in this room. And I'm going to get behind the camera and kind of show you guys a little bit. And I'm going to have him explain about what it is and tell you guys a little bit about it. And show you around this little studio he's got going here. So, and then later on, little Miss Thing here is going to do a little thing for you. So, Brian, show everybody around here.
Oh gosh.
All right, go for it.
Well, as far as the studio goes, this is a Midas M32 digital console. It allows basically 32 tracks of recording, and it's got some great mic pre's. Sounds good. And I'm still using a PC. I'd like to, at some point in time, switch over to a Mac. I've heard good things about Macs. As far as electric guitars, I'm kind of all over the place with them. Most recently, this GNL has been a favorite of mine. I've been playing that a lot out with Rust. And of course, the Gibson SG, and that has a lot of sentimental value behind it. My cousin, that's what he played, and it still does. It still has his. And then, acoustic guitars. I used Tax for a long time. Right now I'm playing, I don't think it's in here, but it's a Taylor 610 CE, I believe it is. And then as far as the keyboards go, my live rig is the Yamaha MoXF 6 and 8. The top one is a 61 key, the bottom one is a 88. And they've got some great patches. Work well for the stuff that we're doing with Rust. I'm trying to capture that 60s, 70s, and early 80s sound. And then for amps, the one that I've been using most lately is the JVM 210H, and that's a 2-channel 100-watt head and a Marshall 412 cabinet. It's usually a toss-up between that one and the TSL 100. Depends on my mood, what I feel like taking out. But again, I'm playing mostly rhythm in a Rust, and I want to try to find a great tube sound for that genre of music, for that era. And Marshall for me has been where I've kind of found that. The TSL 60 is it's got a little more of a metal edge to it, which I like all kinds of music for what we're doing in Rust. Let's see the JVM or the TSL 100 for that.
So that's the rundown, folks. And I guess this little lady here has got some jamming she's going to do for you. She is very young. How old did you say she was, Brian?
She just turned 1.
Just turned 1, and she's very influenced by music. And Brian says she has a lot of energy and shows a lot of emotion when she hears music and notes and sounds. So go ahead and do what you wanted to do.
I don't know if you want to pause it for a second. I'll turn that on so she can.
All right, guys, you're going to see the child at work here.
She's starting to move a little bit. Dance a little bit. She likes the funk. She also likes to program it too. Just bang on the keys a little bit. There you go. All right. Can you say yay? No?
All right, guys, there you have it. We have Mr. Brian Hughes here and his granddaughter, Brinley. Through the Eyes of the Unknown, please like it, subscribe, share it around. Until next time, y'all be good to each other.
Why carrying the weight someone else should bear? Tell me why you feel this way, like no one else would care. Know that I have always tried to shelter you from this hurt inside. And no, I will be your friend. And so it will be till the end. Won't you please remember this and don't ever forget? I will always love you more than anyone you've met. Know that I will always try to make you proud and be